These are topics which cannot be taken lightly. So please do not watch this video if you may be triggered. This is a trigger warning. However, if you are prepared to receive this information, then please by all means sit down, relax, get a drink if you need, and watch till the end of the video. Hello beautiful souls, welcome. I trust that you're all doing well and that you enjoyed my most recent video, my last upload. I did announce with you that I'm going to be launching the School of Light, so you can start becoming our students at our official healing school, the School of Light. Okay, we're going to be launching it very soon. Check my link down below to join our free waitlist. I would love to have you on board. Find out all about the School of Light on my website, link down below. Okay. So I want to continue from my previous upload. Now, I don't have much time to talk about these topics because I do have a baby and I have to attend to him 24/7. So I do my best to compose these videos and get this info out there to all of you who need to hear it, who have been following me and who are my beautiful souls and subscribers. This has been extremely difficult for me to be able to process and be able to actually share with you on a personal basis like this, but now is the time. There is no time like the present. I have only been able to process these experiences after 20 years of having blocked them out completely, almost completely, I would say 99.9%, because the recollection has been pretty much null throughout my whole upbringing and my childhood. I've only felt the feelings, the after effects, the side effects and the sensations of what are the true impacts of having been an incest survivor, child abuse survivor, and from this extreme trauma that I have had to endure. Okay, so I haven't been able to recollect everything fully, even as of yet. As I record this video and speak to you, more and more memories come up for me every single week. And every single week there is something else, a new flashback from when I was just a few years old that I am having to consistently process within my being and within myself. Okay, so that is where I'm at right now with this. But I do have full conviction and I am now becoming more and more aware of what actually took place for me as a child with my father. So there are a ton of mosquitoes. If I'm like blowing them away, just ignore that. So there was a lady. Okay, her name's Laura. I'm not going to give her second name. However, it is a real woman. She claims to be some type of healer. But here's the catch. Her brother was an extremely horrible man, abuser, women abuser, criminal. And him and my dad were actually best friends before I was even born. And my dad used to smoke crack with him. His name was Jeff. Okay, so him and Jeff used to smoke crack together. They used to do a lot of drugs. My dad used to go missing for days and days on end when I was a baby and him and my mum were together because my dad was going on these crack binges with Jeff. So anyway, fast forward, Jeff's sister Laura claims to be a healer, also has experience with hypnosis. Now, when I was younger, around the time that my dad was actually sexually abusing me, and a few years later after, he used to take me to see Laura, Jeff's sister. Laura, the magical healer lady. Always so lovely, always so friendly upon arrival and greeting. Hi lovely, how are you? How are you doing? It's so nice to see you. One face, but from behind another. Now this lady I would describe, now looking back, as a black witch. She used to use various hypnosis techniques on me as just a several-year-old girl, which I do believe, looking back now based upon my own experiences, to actually enable me to forget my own abuse that my dad would enact on me as a child. She would use various machines, and also she had access to a 𝗲𝗡 machine, many of you beautiful souls do know what 𝗲 actually is, and it can be used for amazing things, for sound healing. So I do not invalidate that whatsoever. However, we also have to consider that there is always the yin and yang in every situation. As much as 𝗲 machines can be used for healing, there are also frequencies that can be used for bad things too. So because everything in this universe, as Nikola Tesla taught, has its own frequency and vibration, a Hertz frequency, that can be matched to every object, every disease, every ailment, and also emotion in existence, that includes all of the bad stuff too. I do believe that she used these machines on me as a child, because my dad would take me there to her and he would tell me that it's only for healing me. But you have to ask the question, what sort of several-year-old child needs all of this healing that my dad used to give me from these types of women, such as Laura, the witch? And I do refer to her as a witch, and I am unforgiving about that, okay? She would use these machines on me. My dad would tell me it's for healing me, but I didn't know what I needed healing for. I was only 7 years old. I was only 8 years old. I was only 9 years old. Even 5 and 6. My dad used to take me to all types of places and tell me that it's for healing me. But I remember the most with Laura. Laura played a very significant role throughout my upbringing. And she would use machines on me, which they would tell me is for healing me as a child. So with that being said, it is extremely questionable. And also, I remember when I was just 16 years old, some of these memories from the child abuse from my dad almost started resurfacing. And at this time, I was working with Laura, and she was acting as my alternative therapist. Okay, now when I approached Laura and I asked her, Laura, I think I may have experienced something with my dad. Do you think we could do some sort of regression on this to see if this is actually the case or not? And she said, oh darling, maybe it was Jeff, her brother. Why would you put something like that on your own brother? I think that's firstly terrible, and secondly a very poor excuse. Nonetheless, me being 16 at the time, I did not know any better. And also, since I hadn't had full recollection of those abusive memories yet at that point, I could not disagree with her. She took me through some exercises after I said to her that I think my dad may have done something to me when I was 16. She took me through some exercises in that session, and she did some hypnosis on me. And after that hypnosis, I didn't ask that question ever again, nor did I have any doubts or feelings in my mind that anything could have ever happened relating to my dad. Gone, just like that. Fast forward several years later, now I gave birth to my son, and I've had these memories resurfacing yet again. I approached Laura and I asked her this question several years later. And she was not willing to work with me. This time, Laura was not the lovely lady that she so proposed herself to be throughout my childhood. This time, Laura said, darling, I think you need to get your hormones checked. Oh my God. So, not only did she act nice to me for my entire life, but as soon as I approached her now as a grown adult and as a mother myself, and I asked her the question the second time, Laura, do you think my dad's done anything? Can we go over this in some form of session? Because I genuinely was of the conviction that Laura was like some sort of healer lady, therapist, because that is what my dad proposed her to be throughout my entire life and my childhood. And he would take me to see her often, as I mentioned. This time, Laura was not only gaslighting me, but she was also accusing me of having gone nuts. So, there you go. That's a very interesting story right there. And yes, very fine, thank you very much. I'm actually doing better than ever after giving birth to my son. And not only that, I am starting the School of Light, which is going to be an online spiritual academy for beautiful souls just like you, who've also experienced immense suffering and immense pain But even if you haven't and you're just really into your own self-development journey, this is totally for you. Okay, we're going to be getting amazing teachers on board for the School of Light who are into and very well versed in the healing arts. In, for example, Reiki. You'll be able to get Reiki attunements. If you ever wanted to be a Reiki practitioner, the School of Light is for you. If you ever wanted to activate your own light language, the School of Light's for you. If you need general coaching and simply assistance on your spiritual journey, even on your love life, just all aspects relating to your mind, body and spirit, the School of Life is for you. So check out my link down below if you haven't already, beautiful souls. Just simply enter your email because we need to know exactly who's going to be joining us as our students, and we need to get this ready for you, me and my beautiful teachers who you are absolutely going to love. So I can't wait to launch that. And going back to my story as well with this MK Ultra witch, oh my gosh, this is not just the stuff that you see in movies, beautiful souls. Have you seen the, what is it called, something candidate? Manchurian Candidate? I can't remember the name of it. You have to correct me in the comments. Oh yeah, Manchurian Candidate. That's the one. Okay, this was a really famous Hollywood movie where in the movie was a boy, and he was like the president of the US in the movie, and his mother was actually his controller, and she used to take him to get MK Ultra experiments where they'd put him under with certain machines on his head and make him go under this form of mind control that would actually completely wipe out his memory and his recollection of certain things, and it would put him in a specific state of mind and a mode of thinking and a brainwave state that actually was helping the mother to enact the ways that she wanted him to be, basically. In short, it's just mind control. So if you've ever heard of MK Ultra or mind control, then that is a very interesting movie that definitely gives you a sort of summary of what it was or is. Okay, the Manchurian Candidate. But that movie is extremely far-fetched because, beautiful souls, mind control can be done and is done like it was in my case, not with machines and things drilling into your head, but really it can be done with people's own words and their actions alone. My dad used to actually mind control me from a very young age, and he didn't need any machines to do it. He didn't need to drill into my head, but rather simply drill words into my mind over and over and over and over again. And when he would repeat certain things to me after sexually abusing me, telling me that this is all for love, that you're very special, you're daddy's little angel, you are extremely beautiful, you're the most beautiful girl, I love you so much, your mother is such a horrible woman, you need to be very careful around your mother, your friends, their parents, anyone else, just be very careful. Don't tell anyone about this. You cannot trust anyone. And imagine drilling that into a child's mind over and over and over and over again. Well, you can only imagine, beautiful souls, how that has an impact on someone as young as 2 years old. And no, you do not need a machine to do that. But moving forwards, and also going back to the example I gave you with Laura, using the Rife machines on me as just several years old, for reasons telling me it's because I needed healing. Again, 7-year-old girls do not need healing unless they are being somehow extremely harmed. Now, I was by my dad, and I didn't have recollection of it. Again, I was able to block this out. The women that he would take me to see were actually enabling this. And I think that some of them that he would take me to, they had no idea. They were just innocent women. But Laura in particular, because of her connection to my dad and Jeff, who is a very horrible man that my dad is best friends with, and how she's acted to me after I actually revealed this to her now from a new perspective as a mother, is simply disgusting. It's undeniable. And also my dad's family would gaslight me when I actually came out to them about my experiences and remembering the sexual abuse that my dad had enacted on me as a toddler. Not only did his mother deny it, but she tried to defend him and attack me. So that is really quite something. Now, when I've tried to ask myself, why on earth would my dad have done this to me? Why would my dad sexually abuse me as a child, as a baby, as a toddler, and yet spoil me? Why was I soiled and spoiled by my dad? What could have happened to him? Not to justify his behavior, but rather to just simply be introspective about this experience as to gain new awareness and new knowledge for my own self-development. Well, it goes back to his family quite surely. And that is for a whole nother video. Okay, so you better stay tuned for that. Beautiful souls, I thank you very much for allowing me to share my experience, my life story, and my truth with you all. And I trust that this inspires you, those of you who are suffering, who have been through this or are going through this. Please know that you are very loved, you are so strong, and that God is there for you, and that you will get through this. And I want to be of assistance to all of you beautiful souls, and that is why I'm forming the School of Light, because we're building a community and we are allowing and opening up a safe space for all of you beautiful souls to get on board with us. Become a student, become a part of the community. Even if you don't really want to learn how to become an alternative healer or therapist, that's okay. If you just feel like you need a platform and you need a community, like-minded souls just like me, to be able to network with, to bond with, and form long-lasting connections, then the School of Light is for you. So do get on board, do sign up for our wait list, okay? And I'd really love for all of you guys to be there. With that being said, I want to thank you again for your support, beautiful souls. Thank you for always sending your positive comments. You know who you are, okay? And if you want to check out my links down below, they are there to support me, as well as request your very own one-to-one Reiki, light language, ASMR healing video from me at your own custom request, which I will make for you. Or if you want to check out my course on how to activate your very own light language, it's right there. So God bless you, beautiful souls, and I will see you very soon. Turn on that bell, comment, share to those who may find this helpful, and I will make more videos on these topics, so be sure to stay tuned for that. God bless you.